So, over the years, do you see any difference among the people with this trend? And I don't want to talk about the youth right now. We're going to come to that after this. What I want to talk about are elders. Do you see any different among them? Do they encourage more of this, or they're not still not doing it? Or
In regards to getting Islamic studies, you're saying like how is our elders?
yes, yes. So do they want us to get into this or not anymore? Or is their perception, their mindset changing? Do you see that happening?
Sure. I would say absolutely. I think there has been a 360 five change on that. Like again, in regards to if you even look at 30 years ago, 40 years ago, or when most of the immigrants came, okay, I'm going to talk about that. If we're being completely honest, why did we come here? We came here to make money. We came here to provide a better livelihood for our families. We came here to a lot of times bring a lot of our families out of poverty and bring them in a state where they can live in peace when it comes to our economical needs, our economical and our basic needs. Then slowly, when the second generation started settling in, or the third generation started settling in, I think people started realizing again, okay, yes, we're getting our basic needs, we're getting our housing and our our cars and our clothing, everything, but we're losing something else of ours. Like we're losing something of us within us, and we're seeing that with our kids, and we're seeing that with our grandkids or our great grandkids, and that's something maybe that was carried on culturally in other parts of the world, but you can't carry that on culturally. You need that religious knowledge, or you need that uh, spirituality, I would say, within your hearts as well to be able to carry your views. So I feel like a lot of people have changed their perspective, where they're realizing, you know what, I can't just tell my child go get a degree and go excel something in the materialistic world and not excel in this, because there's a desperate need for it. Even I would say within like the American culture, like how Kevin is saying, like in the non Muslim societies, even if you look at the societies here, a lot of people are deprived, and they're so deprived of that spirituality or relationship with their Lord, that they're trying to get that in other avenues. And a lot of times when they miss that, they go to drugs, or they go to alcohol, or they go to some kind of avenue like this that takes them in a worse and worse and more worse route, where if they're able to step away, I would say, from all that and see, okay, what I'm really missing is my relationship with my God. This is truly like the essence of what I'm missing. And if I'm able to bring it back over here, all these other things that I'm worried about, this will automatically go away. But the thing is, we live in a world that says, if you have excess time, go watch endless television, or go entertain yourself, with all your means, or go buy yourself all the happiness with all the money that you have. But really, this is not true happiness. And you see that. Look at your reality stars, look at your movie stars, look at your actors, actresses, anybody that you really admire. You look at them outwardly, they look great. They do, they have the fancy cars, the fancy houses, everything that you want materialistically. But inwardly, why are they like, a lot of the times they have like high suicidal rates, or they have like marital problems, or they have issues with their children, whatever. They have everything that you want from a materialistic aspect, but they don't have that inner peace. And I think people are starting to realize that inner peace it comes from here. This is the only place you're going to get your inner peace. And so when you start to realize that, I think people are now realizing that this is important, that we cannot just say education, we cannot just say excel in these parts of your world without actually giving them the tools and the means that they need to be able to excel here, and balance. And you're able to balance both of that. I'm not saying you can't go after wealth, or go obtain your houses or your cars or anything. If that's what you want to do that. I'm not saying that's wrong, but do it in a halal manner, and do it in a way where you're still able to maintain your Islam, maintain your spiritual relationship, and maintain the things that we're supposed to have in Deen. That way, if you are going through hard difficulties in life, or if you are being tested in life, or if you are going through different avenues in life, you know how to handle that situation. Because a lot of times we're not given those tools that we need to handle that. If we just strive through the educational route of the way that we're taught a lot of times in school and college and universities, you will break. And like, look at even COVID. I would use COVID as a great example. I always wondered, like, because we lost, unfortunately, a lot of people during COVID. How did you get yourself through COVID if you don't believe in Allah? Like, how did you get yourself through that if you don't believe that there's a life after this, or if Allah took a relative away, Allah took him to a better, him or her to a better place. It always like reminded me, like, I'm so happy that I have this belief that I can always find peace in. When everything was going through haywire, I have this belief that's always grounding me, that's always bringing peace back into my heart. So I would say that's why I think a lot of times people are saying, yeah, no, this is important, and we need to teach the next generation this as well.
Yeah, hope, positivity, and hope. Subhanallah. And salam. Allah is salam. Subhanallah. So any connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to bring peace to your heart.